Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Fighter Sword Challenge. As you can see, we still have the Fighter Sword, even though we are in the Dark World, ready to take on the crystals. So, honestly, I have a few bottles with absolutely nothing in them. So yeah, last episode I did the Tower of Hera. I forgot to get the Moon Pearl, so I had to do Tower of Hera a second time. And then I, skipped straight into Agahnim quarters and, beat the shit out of him. So we're gonna get our first piece of art. So yeah, we are now in the Dark World with only a Fighter Sword, and this is where things are really going to change, because we are very, weak with our attacks. I mean, those guys are always tanky, and those guys especially are tanky, but, I mean, hell, even, the Moblins that usually, take one hit with the Master Sword, yeah, they take two with the Fighter Sword. So yeah, this is really where the challenge is gonna get interesting. I'm not gonna do the regular dungeon order, because I, really never go for the regular dungeon order in Dark World. I mean, obviously normally I would go straight for dungeon 4 after dungeon 1, so I can get the stronger sword. I'll probably still do that. And also, even still as a kid, because my father showed me this game, I always did dungeon 6 before dungeon 5, just because it's way easier to get through the puzzle at the end with the Game of Samaria, which they actually patched out of the GB version, so you cannot just cheese. Oh, I don't have enough rupees for this guy. Fuck. All right, we're gonna have to come back to this later. No, never give him anything. That is so mean. That is such a mean dialogue option. That sounds like a fucking mean Undertale option. Oh, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like, the meme with there's a meme in Deltarune, especially after chapters 3 and 4, where all the options for Ralsei is either making out with him passionately or just insulting his grandfathers or something. Yeah, this is that choice that has that energy to it. Yeah, now sadly we don't have enough rupees for that guy because I spent it all on arrow upgrades. So we're just gonna go get some extra dosh, I suppose, for lack of a better term. And yeah, now all the guards are, after us now that Agahnim's not there. I suppose they think we killed Agahnim, which, yeah, we didn't, but yeah, I think Agahnim just fucked off to the Dark World and now he's just waiting in Ganon's tower. And I have the perfect place for some extra cash, actually. Here we are. Yeah, we are back in the escape. I know it's not a good place for cash just because of the rats, though. That is certainly a factor. I mean, look at this. I mean, I do have enough now, but it's also because we have this fine little secret over here. 300 rupees, easy. Some bombs I don't need. And 10 arrows. Of course. I do wonder what the mirror does. Oh, yeah, it just brings me to the hole, alright. Makes sense. Now, one funny thing that we're gonna see very shortly, so yeah, remember in the last episode, we fought Agahnim, so obviously, he sent Zelda, to become, a fucking snow globe in Dungeon 7. So yeah, now no one's in the sanctuary, right? Nope, she's still here. This priest is gone because so normally the way the sequence plays out is that when you get the Master Sword, you get a telepathic message from the priest somehow, and then he screams because the guards arrive, and if you come back to the sanctuary, Zelda's gone and he's dead on the ground, but if you just don't visit him, when you defeat Agahnim, he's just already gone. So yeah, but Zelda disappearing isn't checked by this flag, because normally you would always have the Master Sword when you fight Agahnim, so yeah, she's just here. She still says the same thing about the Master Sword, so yeah, she's gonna be here, I think until like we actually get the Master Sword. Maybe she disappears later. I don't remember. But yeah, she's still there. She's fine. And you know, while we're here, I'm gonna get that extra heart piece because we're gonna get another heart from that, which will be useful against Elmazar because he is a pretty difficult boss. I mean, his first phase isn't too bad. It's just the second phase that sometimes you can like get unlucky with the with his movements and he just like rams into you. Yeah, now we get this little tree. I don't know what they did to the lumberjacks. I really hope they didn't hurt the lumberjacks because I mean they were fine. They were just dropping down a tree. They probably had the permits. Hey, we get some fairies. Also, yeah, this is the first time you can catch fairies in bottles, and they already did their usual thing of reviving you, though. Unlike in Twilight Princess, where they just like prevent your death, here they actually revive you, which is cool. I don't use them all that much in the like late game because when you have a bunch of hearts, they don't revive you like with enough health to be like worth it. But at this point in the game, it's all right. And yeah, they're just gone. I'm guessing the guards got to them, sadly. Or he just went into hiding, because a lot of NPCs in Kakariko also disappear, so who knows. Either the guards went on a massacre rampage, or they just hid, I don't know. Having party in the woods. And now we're going to do a little funny glitch. So yeah, I mentioned the Crystalline Room a few episodes ago. Let's go see it. Ah, didn't get it. You don't always get it on the first try, but you basically need to like force the game to like malfunction basically, because yeah, it's like a whole like the room is basically there in case the game can't figure out like where to put you when you fall down a pitfall. Which didn't happen to me like naturally 2 times, like I said, 1 time as a kid, and I think another time when I was just like replaying the game one of the many times as an adult or teenager, I don't remember when. And did we get it? No, what? That's odd. Alright. I mean, I got bombs for days, and if I need more, I'll just upgrade the capacity. It just brings it to max anyway, so yeah, it's not a huge deal. But I'm surprised I didn't get it, because usually like you do it and it's very consistent in this spot, but maybe not this time. I'll try not to push myself too far. Maybe that's the problem. Huh. Yeah, I think I'll just like skip ahead to when I get it, because yeah, this is very annoying. Yeah, I'll see you right there. Alright, changing spot seems to have done a trick here. So yeah, here we are. Yeah, we got a bunch of free blue rupees. And of course the secret message. My name is Chris Houlihan. This is my top secret room. Keep it between us, okay? So yeah, there was a lot of like rumors and speculations and like confirmations from like Nintendo like support employees and stuff like that like confirm, deconfirm, reconfirm, but yeah, as far as I know, there was like a conclusive proof that the actress Houlihan like was found, but it's still like one of the biggest mysteries like in this game, really. Also, yeah, we just reap up at Link's house, which I guess is a safe location to put you back in. Seriously, again with the fucking mines. Mean. 2 mines actually. Whatever. Also, yeah, these bushes have sometimes really good drops for whatever reason. It's kind of cool. Also, yeah, we're just gonna go back to the Dark World because yeah, now there is a gate at Hyrule Castle, which is actually hinted at by the old guy in Death Mountain. If you go back to talk to him, you know, it's nice, though it's not the most like obvious thing. I mean, you would probably figure it out eventually, but yeah, might be a little hard to. Because yeah, that's the only like Dark World access you don't need a hammer for, aside from the one on Death Mountain, but that one doesn't lead anywhere, so yeah. Also, this guy literally did some fucking monster fighting over in here. Whoops. Actually, before I get into Palace of Darkness, I am going to go get the Quake Medallion really quickly. There's no Doom Medallion, sadly, though I guess the Bombos is pretty much the hat. Because yeah, like last time I forgot about it, so yeah, I'm just gonna go get it like right now. That medallion was never a problem for like this challenge before, because obviously you just need to throw an item into the lake to get it. So yeah, obviously it's not a problem. Though it wasn't of very much use before I figured out how to get the Eternal Medallion, because like you need to like have the King of Somaria, which is in level 6, to get the do anything in level 7. I mean, even if the Ender didn't drop from that like boss fight, I mean, I could just get into level 6 with an exploration glitch. Like, it's possible. But yeah, obviously it's not ideal. Also, I don't even know if you can do that, because I know there's some weird behavior with boss drops if you're not in the proper dungeon. So yeah, actually, I don't think it would have worked, but whatever. Curses to anyone who throws something into my circle of stones. And I always throw the sign, just as like a massive floating middle finger that says "fuck you." Man, first time I've seen that sprite clearly. Normally it's all fuzzy from the CRT. So yes, oh yeah. Speaking of like playing on like a CRT, probably didn't help the like Agahnim sprite situation. I mean, you could say the same about the Wizrobe sprite situation, but those ones are just more because, like, in Zelda 1, it just looks like they're pendant or their mouse. Like, they just look like weird mage blob things. Anyway. Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give this to you if you go away. It's nice. I don't know if you can summon him back later. I don't think you can. Also, yeah, there's no Zora's Domain in this, sadly. I mean, this is basically it, but one of the more changed screens for the Dark World, all things considered. Also, I really like how the waterfalls look in the Dark World. They look sick. Well, they also, yeah, they look literally sick. Also, fuck off. Thank you. Yeah, they literally look sick, but they look cool. They look cool is what I meant. Ow, weird mutated Octorok thing. I'm surprised moblins are exclusive to this to the Dark World. I mean, same with Gorias technically, but you'll see they appear once in the Light World in the Secret Cave, so it's honestly it's very weird. Like, we'll get there when we get there, but yeah, it's very weird to see like Light World and Dark World enemies in each other's world. I mean, some Light World enemies, I guess it makes sense. I mean, like the bosses in Ganon's Tower, like the rematches, sure, why not? But then you get weird stuff like the baby land mullahs in like the Great Swamp and stuff, which I guess, oh yeah, maybe just like maybe the monsters from the Light World or from the Dark World, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. And we got the monkey again. I'm Kiki! The monkey Kiki! I love rupees more than anything. Can you spare me 10 rupees? Kiki! Good choice. I will accompany you for a while. Kiki! I would have done a more high, squeaky voice, but it's like... Oh, the fucking asshole. Because yeah, now you need to go back to him and pay him again. It's a fucking racketeering scheme over here. So the fucking monkey's a pussy apparently, and he just runs. Very nice. Alright, here we are. Kiki, if you give me 100 rupees, I will open the entrance for you. And yeah, this is the only way to get into Palace of Darkness. And yeah, since we already have the flippers, this is the last, like, obligatory money you need to get in the game. You just need 610 rupees at minimum, and yeah, there you go. Got the funny Avast statues again. And, oh, this dungeon theme is so good, especially when you don't have the heartbeat over it. Speaking of Helmosaurs, here they are. Oh, very nice. And man, they are way easier to kill than in Twilight Princess, because in Twilight Princess you basically need to like get their shell off their face with the hookshot. I mean, you don't need to, but it's way easier that way, but it's not very easy because they like charge at you and get you out of the like hookshot state, so yeah, it's very annoying. Where's the switch? There it is. Yeah, I adore this dungeon theme. It is very nice. Oh man, I dodged the switch there. Nice. Also, this is the only Dark World dungeon that has like a somewhat similar layout to like the one that's in the Light World. I mean, at least for the entrance over there, like yeah, you could see that it's very similar. Also, yeah, looking at type of ball, you can just turn them into fairies, which makes them very useful, especially like in later dungeons, because you can get like either free heals or like a extra, you know, fairy in your bottle. So we got these little goofy things. Yeah, this is the real exit to the room. Watch what happens if we just bomb over here. It's really just a trap. Yeah, here's the Gorias, which I didn't know they were supposed to be Gorias, because they're just mimics, really. And they don't throw boomerangs. I mean, those guys just do nothing, and the red one just spits fire if you look at him. Funny. You just need to lead him into the arrows. The green ones you can kill without the arrows, but for the red ones you need the arrows, I'm pretty sure. I don't even think they're affected by like magic spells, so yeah. You need arrows for those guys. And we get the map. There we go, a very meaty dungeon. There's some fairies to the left. I don't really care about those because I'm well stocked on them for the moment. We're just gonna wait. Also, those guys are very annoying to kill because they split. They're not too bad. I mean, they don't recombine or anything, but yeah, they can be very annoying. Alright, magic mirror. Just makes it a little bit quicker. Also, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a longer episode because obviously I was like goofing around with the like crystal hand stuff earlier. Also, we got some of my favorite enemies. I'm very happy how I managed to like somewhat recreate them accurately in Zelda Classic. I mean, they don't follow you like this, but yeah, I managed to like get them to like, you know, flip on their back, and when they flip back, like they get like really angry. The way I did that, yeah, I know this is turning into a fucking Rolla's World Adventure 3 commentary. Surprise. The way I did that, they're basically like regular walking enemies, and they basically act like Zols, where they always split on hit, and they can obviously only take, you know, hammer damage. Then the like flipped ones act as tribal enemies, so they turn back into like the like upright ones, but they're like angry and stuff. So yeah, very cool enemy to recreate, and yeah, I like them a lot. They're really fun to fight too once you get the hammer, which we'll be getting shortly. Oh yeah, we get these fucking pricks again. They're just... they kind of exist, really. It's probably faster to just do this. Wrong button. You know, this game on a keyboard, it's not too bad. I mean, it's really just like one extra button compared to like Zelda 1 and Zelda Classic. So I guess in Zelda Classic, or well, Z-Quest Classic now, you can assign like extra like X and Y buttons if you want to do something more like A Link to the Past style, so the option is there. This room. Yeah, please like get out of here. I should have gone over there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go there because otherwise I'm gonna be missing a key for one. And also I need to do like a bomb throw, and it's just very annoying. I don't know if the bomb throw is actually an intended like strategy for getting to this room with like the crystal switches. I don't think it is, but that's what I always usually do. And it works, but it's a bit annoying to pull off. Alright, here we go. Now, one of the cool things about this dungeon is that it has a... Because it has like one of the moving walls, it has the exploration glitch like kick screen. So you can get the hammer very easily in this dungeon with the exploration glitch if you're like... If you know where to go. It's a bit annoying on the EG map, but yeah, it's absolutely doable. So yeah, you could have fucking hammer, blue mail, and well, pretty much any item you want in Hyrule Castle already. Yeah, like I said, I did that once. It was nice. Though now I lost the save, sadly. Which I'm pretty sure is because of my, like... cousin, not my little cousin, but my, like, big cousin, I guess. I mean, it's not really big, it's just... No, he's actually shorter than me. Yeah, because of my cousin, like... He came over, like, and we played a lot on like, New Year's Eve, but every time he kept, like, just pulling the game out without shutting off the system, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he fucked up my saves, so sadly I don't have the super OP save, but... Yeah, hammer, you can get it relatively easily from just Hyrule Castle with Exploration Glitch, but... I digress. Man, this gameplay is just turning into, like, 50 funny glitch facts about A Link to the Past. And just, oh, well, yeah, 50 glitch and development facts, really. But I mean, I don't really have much to say about the dungeons themselves. I mean, yeah, they're cool, but I don't have, like, I've played these so many times. Alright, we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna take the hammer for a little test drive there. Really, the most dangerous thing is just if you use the hammer, like, too close to each other, and then they just, like, they all just flip, and then they get, like, super angry. That's annoying. So I really like this room layout. I tried to recreate it in Lv.1 Sword 3 for the, like AVGN dungeon. Like, I mean, it's not an AVGN dungeon anymore, but it was basically that at release. Until I came to my senses and just, you know, scrapped that. Also, one arrow chest. Very nice. Yeah, it wasn't as good, but yeah, I really like this layout for a... Yeah, like I said, like, the last time I was talking, like... Imagine this kind of, like, room layout, but for a, like, fully 3D version of this game. That would go so hard. Not gonna lie. Yeah, give me that. I'll take the heal. Also, this is just a compass. We don't need it. Also, that door at, like, the bottom, you just... That's, like... This is pretty much, like, the only dungeon where you can get, like, an extra boss key. Or an extra, like, small key or two. But yeah, that door at the bottom is just so useless. I mean, first of all, you can just warp back, so you never need to use it, but... You also have, like, more than enough time to dash across, like, the crumbling path. And, like, you can, like, get through it the wrong way, quote-unquote. Personally, I'm gonna take a little bit of a shortcut here. Also, yeah, one thing I do a lot is, like, I go for the Place of Darkness, but once I get the hammer, I just fuck off and do, like, the other dungeons right away and wait for the boss. But for this playthrough, I'm gonna go do, like, Helmasaur in order at least. I'm not gonna do Dungeon 2 in order, because that dungeon is, like, super boring. It's not bad, per se, but it's just really boring, like the 50th time through. It's a really cool dungeon the first time, because, like, it has a lot of, like, interesting layout ideas, but, like, on future playthroughs it's just very annoying, and you just wait forever for the, like, gimmicks, so yeah. Oh well. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how, like, intended it was for these games to be, like, played over and over again. So yeah, that's suffering from success, I suppose. Ooh, 10 arrow drop. Ah, I missed. Can be a little weird to aim, because his nose doesn't have a hitbox, sadly. And yeah, this is the EG kick room. With a green android statue. Or a vast statue, I mean. Well, I guess it's more teal, but on like a CRT, it looks more green. Man, they love their moving walls effect. And yeah, imagine this in 3D, that would be so cool. Now, you know, Nintendo's gonna actually make it and it's gonna be dog shit, but, you know, forget anything. You know, in my mind, where they do it and it's not, like, boring and they don't fuck it up, like, it would be cool. But maybe I've just been playing too much Twilight Princess lately, which is absolutely true. I mean, I have like 33 hours, and most of them have been from the past few weeks, really. I mean, hell, probably a quarter of that is just this week, so yeah. I mean, I'm almost done, so... Oh yeah, this fucking room. Yeah, this is just a fucking... I forgot what these things were called. Oh yeah, terrapins. Terrapins. Very funny name. And yeah, that's what I said. They just do that shit. Also, we got a whole Zelda 1 throwback over here, which is always cool. Now, this dungeon is, I mean, all the dungeons change a lot in the in the development files. Though, I mean, we don't really have like a full picture because obviously we don't have any like tangible like prototypes, sadly. There is one hack that tries to recreate the prototype, but it doesn't do a very good job at it. Like, they don't use the dungeon layouts or anything, so yeah, it's kind of meh. But yeah, this dungeon changed a lot. And one of the funny things, there is a room in like the prototype that had like a, yeah, it wasn't overdone, but basically there was a room that had like a pushable block, and that room was replaced by the room that's right before the hammer. But if you use Exploration Glitch, that pushable block is still there. So yeah, it's kind of funny. There's also a room that is unused, but it's still like in the game, but it's just not referenced anywhere. So yeah, it's just like it exists but doesn't at the same time. Actually, I added that fact that was in the like development files to the Cutting Room Flat article. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, Helmasaur, man, that is one hell of an introduction to the Dark World bosses. I mean, the Light World bosses were impressive. Like, you know, they were just like, you know, more standard Zelda bosses. Like, you get a bit of a taste of it with Moldorm, but man, this guy is just massive. And yeah, that fireball attack can be very annoying, especially when he does it twice with a fucking tail swipe. And yeah, he just goes very crazy. I don't know if he can hit. I can't. All right. The best weapon to use against him is, I mean, if you have them, like, by coming back later, Silvario's just one-shot him, as they should, because they pretty much one-shot anything that isn't Ganon, really. I mean, some bosses can tank them, but not this guy. And there we go. I think you can use the hammer, but it's, I mean, the hitbox is so pitiful, it's not really worth it. There we go. Nice little heart piece. And we get our first crystal! Nice! And we get another 3D model in the Super Nintendo. They are not actually like pre-rendered, they are actual 3D models. But I mean, to be fair, they're so simple and they're always like in, you know, pitch darkness, really. So yeah, the Super Nintendo can do 3D on its own, it just can't really do it well. Also, she looks green as hell. I guess you got that hipster green hair. Hey! Look who else has green hair. I mean, Link has fucking pink hair, so that's not surprising. Hey, who else had pink hair? Alright, shut up. Anyway, Linky, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Insert manual clutch joke over here. This world used to be the Golden Land where the Triforce was hidden. But because Ganon, the boss of thieves, wished it, the world was transformed. I'm sure he's intending to conquer even our light world after building his power here. He's trying to open the larger gate between worlds. Near the castle using our powers. But the gate is not open completely yet. If we 7 maidens come together, we can break the barrier around Ganon's hiding place. Okay, now I need to make a fucking Saddam Hussein's hiding place with Ganon. I will tell you where the other girls are held. I believe you will destroy Ganon. I will return to my original form at that time. Do you understand? Always say yes, otherwise she'll just repeat herself. And made their way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Caroline, which is probably why they bring it back 7 times. Alright, before I go, one funny fact. In the Japanese version, their text erases itself as it goes along, like the Triforce at the end. But yeah, they removed that for the English version. Anyway, now that we have our first dungeon complete, we now know where the others are. And yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good spot to end things off on here. So, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and as always, see ya!